Canada is known as a high tax environment. I mean, you could be paying up to 50% of your income on taxes, depending on how much you earn. But all that is about to change. We are getting a tax break in Canada. The cost of living in Canada is so high, the government and Justin Trudeau have decided to give Canadians a tax holiday. Yes, really? Could it be true? And if it is, how can we take advantage of this rare opportunity in Canada? Let us dive into all this in today's video.
And now we're going to be able to give a tax break for all Canadians. For 2 months, starting December 14th, we're going to remove the GST, HST from groceries. 100% of groceries, all groceries. From restaurant meals, takeouts, fast food. So if you worked in 2023 and earned up to $150,000, we're going to be sending you a check for $250 in just a few months.
Hello everyone, my name is Diakola. I have lived in Canada for over 25 years. Welcome back to this side of life. And if you're new here, welcome to the Wise Tribe. And thank you all for joining me today. If you are from Nigeria or any other African country, you know how when the elections are coming, the politicians go out and start giving gifts. They give people rice, they give them yams, they give them bread, they give them all kinds of things just to encourage them, to vote for their party. And we know that they are only trying to buy votes, right? That is exactly what this feels like. If you don't know, the federal elections in Canada are expected in 2025, and the current government is doing poorly in the polls. So this is the Prime Minister's response to that. Is giving out, what shall we call it, a Christmas end of year bonus gifts to Canadians in form of a sales tax break on certain goods between December 14th and February 14th of 2025. So 2 months of no sales tax on certain goods. And that's not all. He's also promised to give everybody who worked in 2023 and earned up to $150,000 a $250 check, just to alleviate the cost of living pains that everybody is feeling at this time. They are calling the $250 the Working Canadians rebate. Who would have thought that this was possible in Canada? But before we start jumping up and down in excitement about this news, like they say, the devil is always in the details. So let us take a closer look at this generosity of the Canadian government. The first question I have when I look at this tax holiday is, does the tax break apply to everything? And the answer is a big fat no. It only applies to certain qualifying goods. And the list is so specific and so complex that, you have to really take time to study it to know what exactly it applies to. It applies to things like children's clothing, children's footwear, children's diapers, car seats, printed books, Christmas trees, food and beverages, beer, alcohol, children's toys, jigsaw puzzles, video games, that's it. I guess they are targeting mostly groceries, children's items, alcoholic beverages, and other essentials like Christmas things around Christmas, and then children's toys. For example, they say that a family of 4 who would normally spend $2,000 on these qualifying goods will save $100 over the 2 months from December 14 to February 14. The second thing is that people are saying that is not a lot of money saved, especially as most groceries and food did not have a sales tax anyway. So there's not a lot to be saved, when it comes to food. And if you did not know, in Alberta, where I live, our sales tax is just 5%, while in other provinces, it is up to 13%. And so in those provinces with 13%, the same family will save like $260 over the 2 months, while the family in Alberta will save $100. Number 3, this tax holiday is temporary. It's only for 2 months. And my question is, so what happens after 2 months? Also, vendors who sell these items are complaining that it is so much work for them to change all their prices for just 2 months, only to have to change them back again when the tax holiday is over. They are not finding it funny at all. And why don't we just have a tax break that is permanent instead of a temporary tax break? And then number 4, this tax break does not cover big ticket items. Like, you are still going to pay your sales tax on your house. If you buy a house, you're still going to pay sales tax on your car, on your furniture, on your clothes. Like, if you're an adult, yes, children's clothes are covered, but adult clothes are not covered. So all the big things, all the big items that you spend a lot of money on are not really covered under this tax holiday. And to qualify for the Working Canadian rebate of $250 in April, you need to have worked during the year 2023 and have earned up to $150,000 in that year. And in addition, you should have either received EI benefits. EI is employment insurance, which is the insurance that covers you when you lose your job and you get certain amount while you are looking for another one. Either you have received employment insurance, or you have paid into employment insurance, or you have made CPP payments during that year of 2023. And many people are complaining about this because the people who are retired did not work in 2023, and so they would not be qualified. Students who did not work in 2023 will not qualify, and people who are on disability who did not work in 2023 will also not qualify. And many of them are saying that this is not fair. So a lot of people are criticizing this program and saying that it is not fair, it is not benefiting the people that need it the most, who are retirees, students, and those who are on disability. So even though it looks like it's a good thing, there are still many complaints from many people. So what are we to do with this 2-month tax holiday and rebate that's coming up for us all who live in Canada? The first thing to do is to delay purchasing these qualifying items until December 14th, right? Just hold yourself and wait until December 14th if you want to buy diapers, children's clothes, gifts for your children, Christmas items, and all those things on that list. If there's anything on that list that you want, then wait, be patient until December 14th to buy it. And I'm hoping that I can do some shopping before December 14th and after December 14th and do a video about that to show you what is the difference in price and what is the effect of the tax holiday. So stay tuned for that. The other thing you can do is to stockpile on these goods, right? For example, if you have a new baby and you need diapers, I think you should just go out and buy a stockpile of diapers and keep them. And also like snacks for your children or clothes for your children, you can buy in bulk and just stockpile them now that we have a tax holiday. But make sure you check the expiry dates because you don't want to stockpile things that will expire on you. But yeah, that's another thing we can do during this time, is to stockpile on those qualifying items that we need a lot of them. Just buy them and keep them at home, and then you can use them for a long time. And one of the good things about the children's thing is the game console. These consoles are quite expensive, and if you can get some discount by not paying the taxes, then why not? Also, when things become cheaper, the tendency and the temptation is to go out and buy things that you don't need. So please have a budget and don't go and buy things because there's no more taxes. Or one of the things that are qualifying is also restaurant food. So because of the tax holiday, don't go and be eating in restaurants and spending money that you shouldn't be spending because, I'm not paying GST, I'm not paying HST. Yes, you need to watch your budget even though there is a tax holiday. And this is only for sales tax. There is no tax holiday for income tax, okay? Another thing that we could do is to help others. especially now in the Christmas season. There are many people who are in need, and it's an opportunity to buy things for other people who might need it, because it's now costing you less to be generous. So yeah, that's another thing we can do. Let's be generous at this time. We all know that God loves a cheerful giver. So this is an opportunity for us to give even more than we would normally do. And finally, we can spread the word. Many people, even though they are in Canada, they may not know about this tax holiday and this rebate that's coming up. So let's spread the word so that they know about this opportunity to save some money, to save some coins, right? Like no matter how small, you are still saving some money. That's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me again. Are you excited or cautiously optimistic about this tax holiday and rebate coming up in Canada if you live in Canada? And if you don't live in Canada, because I know that people watching me from the US, the UK, Nigeria, Australia, and everywhere. So what is the tax situation in your country? Have you ever had a tax holiday in your country? Let us know in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know whenever I upload new videos. Also stay tuned to this channel for much more interesting content coming your way. Until I come your way again, until the next video, you go out and make it the best days of your life. Bye!